not two threads coming through here. Not two threads coming through. So let's take a look at my hair. Is it locking? Are we locking? How long? I think it's been 6 months. I was practically bald because cut my hair short. Had extensions and then it got damaged and I cut some. I haven't. I got gray in my hair for sure, but this is it. This part I just twist because it wasn't twisted like the rest, and so I decided to finally twist it. So I'm gonna finally twist it and just feel like I'm getting some locks faster. It's just an illusion. We know it's an illusion, but it's a nice one. And yeah, and I also like to every once in a while take the wrap off so the edges can do what they do. So yes, y'all, what? I just think I'm possessed. What made me do all that I did today? But I did it. I did 2 rooms. I completed 2. I almost had completed. Yeah, I did. I did deep cleaning. I say because we never think what is completion when it comes to home decor. There's no such thing. No, but I moved some things around. Today I felt like, and I'll show you the 2 rooms because we're gonna do get unready with me a nighttime routine too. I feel like today was more about deep cleaning, meaning doing all the dusting. And I want you to know that the level laws are already dusty. So it happens in hours. But doing the dusting, doing the deep sweeping and mopping, because all of the my wardrobe, my closet, I did all that cleaning already. I had given away probably the most amount of clothes that I've ever given at one time in Ghana, because I've given a lot of clothes like that in the States, but in Ghana, so I have empty drawers. So I did a major clean out, but I didn't even realize that when I did that major decluttering, so to speak, and I never really cleaned on a level. And I wanted before the 21 days, I'm doing a 21-day intensive. It's called Letting Go of All Your Ish. And this week we're focused on Sankofa, going back what was lost and bringing back anew. We're finding our true selves. Sometimes it's in our old selves, sometimes it's in our future selves. Sometimes it's in our past lives, but always it's in our soul. And that's what we're aiming for, that good life, but not in the way that it is perceived, in an earthly realm. Because once we really connect to how it's perceived in the spiritual realm, we would automatically manifest and have and be living the physical realm of it. So see, the spiritual realm still is the most important. And let me say this, cleaning is part of the spiritual realm. I think it's the greatest part. I think it's the easily accessible part as far as from the earthly realm. In some ways, though, right? Because we got all kinds of homelessness. Assuming that you have a home, so really it's not the easiest, but it's definitely a place where one can start. And if you have some type of space, you can say, "Oh, I don't have a big space," or "I have a room only," or you could make your room have some popping energy just by doing a deep clean. So I did it here, and I could feel it. First of all, I'm in my space. This space now feels like what the space was intended for. And I can give you other words that I didn't give you before. Relaxation. This is the relaxation room. I forgot how much I used to just sit and daydream and zone out and play with my hair. Or if I was doing my hair, I forgot how much that I used to do this. And I love it. If you wasn't here, my dress kind of short. I'll put my legs up and fold them and just zone out. Something too I was thinking about, because I really this was like a full day. I got a whole haul to do tomorrow. So there's going to be a whole day, like 1 room or 2 at a time. Which is what my schedule is. Today I did the 2 bedrooms. This is the Ashanti room and then my bedroom. Tomorrow I'm going to do the whole hall. And then the next day, which is Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to do the 2 bathrooms. And then Friday, I'm going to make sure the kitchen is straight. And that'll be great, because hopefully soon after I'll be going to some wonderful place in Ghana, and y'all are invited. So let's see where it will be, because sometimes I don't even know. Yeah, so that's the plan. Plans change, but that's the plan. So I really wanted my house clean before I made this trip, because my trips are never just trips. My trips are always spiritual. So I'm really understanding now what I've done with the ancestors. I don't call them, and now I got to be right all the time. So, and right is like spiritually right, making sure I'm doing whatever the rituals, like a clean house before travel. You should not. I realized that I used to know this, but Spirit reminded me, like, if you anytime you clean your home, you should clean before you travel. So you know you're leaving in 2 days, and you know you're coming back. That's your hopes. Clean that bad boy. And I'm gonna go a little further. I'm gonna even say, if you don't think you would ever come back like me, take the stuff that really means something to you. If there's even a thought, a suggestion to anything that comes to you that says, you might not come back, take that word. Just in case, you should pack some very important stuff. If that's, what you mean. Like, but cleaning is uplifting, it's invigorating, it's spiritual. So one of the things in the class we talk about, y'all should join, is for me, is like kind of who are you, who am I? So I was thinking to myself, okay, I was listening to this nice, it was nice Afro beats, and I was enjoying myself. Got me through my cleaning. And I was like, you know what, I think I want to hear some jazz. Let me try to listen to some Black American music. Black American, it was just jazz, Black American music, jazz. So I put on Miles Davis. Now, I should have chosen somebody else. Just because, respectfully, like, I love Miles Davis, but I actually, his music is a little too, I kind of go to sleep sometimes. But, it's great. It's just, it was a mood, and he was a mood, and I could hear that his music. So I was like, oh, no, wait a second. Okay, I'm not there anymore, right? So then Spirit said, now put on some African music. But when I used to listen to African music, it was world music. So I listened to music from Ghana, as well as Nigeria, as well as Mali, you know what I'm saying, as well as Cape Verde, as well as, like serious, African from around the world music, and Zimbabwe. So I put on this like relaxing African music. And oh my God, that was me. Like, that was this great feeling that reminded me of my days at in the Bay Area. I felt very. The spiritual self you'll see is the Bay Area. We can't be giving all these props to Brooklyn. It's not fair. I lived in Brooklyn. I might have lived in the Bay even a year longer. Like, that's how much. Brooklyn's where I was reared. That's who you are, your soul. But I'm a California girl too. And I'm an Oakland girl too, and that music and that world music, that's where it was introduced to me. But my best friend at the time, Jamila Saree, she was 9 years younger than me. So my best friend was always younger than me, which is interesting too. I should think about that. But, and then one was older than me, but she was very young. She was the Monroe chef. She looked so young, like 20 years younger. So there you go. Yeah, so anyway, and so when the music was playing, I was just like, oh, wow, like, this is still me. So, yeah, y'all, I'm seriously going to be taking drumming lessons, and we'll talk about that when I come back from my trip from wherever in Ghana. I'm going to take drumming lessons. It's all set up, and I need all the details. And I got my drum to show y'all. Let's show you the drum now. So, do you feel about my dolly doll? We got to do her. Hey, I'm going to show you when she goes, hi. My name is Abigail. So my name is Ajua. My name is Amador. I am an Amador. Oh, wait a second, though. I have a baby on my back. Do you want to play with me? Okay. That's what we're doing today. All right, so let's look. That is my musical drum. And now I will be playing this drum. Okay? I'm your lessons. And hopefully he can teach me how to play the talking drum as well. Woo, woo, because I need something to do, okay? My creativity is going wild. I can feel it. It's just a surge. And I got to feed this surge. So I got to plug it in somewhere. So anyway, you can see that was this side is on this side. Oh, I got to plant so that goes to the house. And this is the firewall. And I know for me it's the plants there. If you can't get the plants near the light, then why have it? Because I like to switch things up. But anyway, I moved the 2 chairs over here. Did y'all notice that? I'm sorry, I see that. I moved the two. So we have the drums in the middle. And I put the 2 chairs. And you know why, y'all? So, because I want to sit and look at the sun. I want the sun. So I want to sit and be facing the sun. And I never sit on these 2 chairs. I never sit on them over there, ever. So they was not being used, but over here I would sit in a minute and just daydream. So very happy, very happy. So that was, and then I got the drums there. That you know they are decorative as well as useful and meaningful as well. So of course I was on that side. I had to go to the opposite. So I did the opposite here. And I'm gonna move my baby. Don't worry, I'm gonna take care of you. We're not gonna do that to you. So I moved the so-called bar area on this side. And the dollies are in here. And the other things that I want to hide. Because that's what I mentioned today. It was all about hiding stuff. I didn't really hide things. And I decided to use the power washer. So I just kept it simple because I don't want it to be a big to-do. I want everything, I want to feel like the furniture, so to speak, is alive. That's what I want to feel. I want to have this very natural, organic. And that's why I said my California Bay is all the way in the house. Like I feel like that's the vibe I'm going to be carrying during these 21 days. I can just feel it. And I think this is just one layer of the cleaning. I think it's about to get deeper. So, I love my space. So now when I walk in, I see that table. It's got my workbook that I do all my figures with. So, because this is also the room where I calculate. I don't really, the office didn't really work for me because I don't sit at a desk like that. So that was not for me. So we got to figure out what we're going to do about that. I sit on the couch. You know, that works for me. It might not work. Some people might need the desk to feel productive, but I never really had, I only had one job like that. And I couldn't take it, y'all. I couldn't take it. So that's what happened there. So, my room, and then don't worry, we're gonna have a place for her. And I'm gonna neaten up the calabashes. Because the calabashes are, but we are the field. And we're gonna burn our sage and stuff together. So this room got the vibe, honey. And let me tell you what the vibe is, just so you know. Let me put the other light on. Just so you know, the vibe is guest house. The vibe is staying in a guest house. In Ghana is quite simple. A bed, African stuff on it. You know, in my case, curtains and some little art. So it is, and it's in the corner that I like. And over here, yes, y'all, I wanna develop. I know develop like I love plants, but I love them, and I wanna create a connection and a bond. So I thought for a few nights, I want them to stay near me. And like that, the sister, the painting right there, she represents me. And I love her kind of hidden in nature, because I'm feeling that. But she's still a beauty queen. I think that's what I think it's called, beauty, makeup beauty or something. Yeah, so I loving her energy, and I'm loving my little corner. And it's near my bed. I can get that extra oxygen instead of, dust. I just put my yoga mat I'm gonna roll it up actually, but that's just to remind me that that's what I roll out the bed after I do my oil pulling. I do my yoga, and then this is the love. I love this picture so much. And this is Love Flow is what it's called. Local artist, same as the other one. I got these both at a place called Omanye Gallery in Accra. And then over here is a beautiful lamp, another calabash for those who've never seen it. And this one I designed. I told them I wanted an aquarium made out of calabashes. You got starfish up here. There's all kinds. You got the different fish. And this is the wealth corner that represents prosperity, abundance, and fish. Don't worry, I'm bringing some feng shui rules too. Some will notice, but it's what I feel, so I gotta roll with it. Wonderful picture. I bought this at Malcolm's in Achimota, Malcolm. And the work is just outstanding. I know I'm not going to write it. So, and this is my pride and joy. Not only is this my pride and joy, because it is. Yes, I got two patterns going because it works. And because this is my second altar. I guess it's really my first. I'll show my second because this obviously is. So this is my altar. And I think my theme today was, how can I, and how can I have access to my things that I need? Because I know my routine. And so that's what I did. I brought out I designed these came jewelry boxes. It was a thing trying to get him to understand what I wanted, but he made it happen. And then I bought this. It's another designer. And this is actually, this one, I'm going to show you. One of them, I don't keep anything. Oh yes, I got this little jewelry that I don't want to look for with the big jewelry. And we can get much more light over here. We got the light off there. We got light. So anyway, I make sure of that because I want to be able to do my, nighttime routine. So these are cotton pads for my face. I'm so happy to be using that. And I use the cotton pads, and I use, what she says is something different about it, but it's hibiscus tea. That's how I clean my face. And I do it after a bath. And then the other one is nothing yet because I gotta find my little earrings and rings. So that could be the rings, the small earring. And this one, I found a wonderful place to keep all of my lipstick. And then the big calabash one with the stand, I got actually a charcoal. I got my stuff I put in my face, which is the rose hip seed oil. I got my vegan cold pencils. I got my my sharpener to sharpen. I got my menopausal tool. That's all we'll say on that. And it is all neatly placed. Calabash lamp that I just take off the shade. I have all the light I need. Look, this is lit. This is lit. We can do a get ready, good night, get all of that. We can do it right here, y'all. We can do it right here. And I love it because it's like this whole corner. So this whole idea of the bed so far over and this vanity in the corner, I needed my bedroom to feel private, like it feel like it's a nook. I needed that, so I feel like for me, it's good. Yes, we have the very plain wall, but you know what, y'all, feels like freedom. Because, you can have anything you want there. And right now, you know what I want? I don't want nothing. I love it. So it's very airy. It's so simple. This is Ghana. You want to really capture it. I mean, as far as the simplicity. So I wanted to use that. So, and in my altar, so to speak, I'm going to burn some sage right now. I'm going to burn the sweeter. And all the incense and sage is by my sister, Akusia. Her scents are amazing. And I will definitely link her information in the description box. And I got there's a ZZ plant. And I got all my earth elements on here. So I was going to miss my altar, so get too into it. But what I do want to do, and I think it'd be nice, because I felt like y'all was hanging with me. I don't know, I might be talking myself. I felt like y'all was really hanging with me. And I feel like, we're bringing in the divine and the lighter. That divine, but I feel like it's divine feminine for sure, but I feel like it's got power. So I'm calling in. I feel like who's calling me is Oshun. I feel like Oshun is calling me home. She's gonna be with me for 21 days. Like I could feel her. I could feel her. This is her claim. This is her request. I feel her. So give me some Oshun, the goddess of money. Goddess of prosperity, but the goddess of love, sensuality. Her color is yellow. Her rule is green. If it's Oshun, it's yellow, gold. Honey is one of her things. And she is just all divinely feminine, strong, sexy, but she got strength. She's African. So I've been feeling her since I've been cleaning. I think it was her request. And I'm delving into the beauty. I'm gonna stay home doing my beauty. I'm gonna be packing my own stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna redo the labels. I saw the vision of the labels and where I want this to go. And, I love it. I love it. So I know I got to get into it. And I got to create a space that will allow for that. I just want clarity. See, I just want clearness. It doesn't have to be as cluttered. So everything is set up for my good, you know what I'm saying? Like I got all my tools, so, and I got all that space. See, that space right there, I removed that flower pot. But that space is very, very, very important to me. And I want to go to bed early. That's my little thing at 9. So I can get up early. So I can get up and do, because to do natural beauty, like to be really natural, it takes time, because the food you eat is part of beauty. So you got to be chopping your vegetables and getting your salad ready, or going to the market to get it. You know, everything you do, your mask takes a little longer. You got to get up earlier to get a mask before you leave the house. You know, and do all the moisturizers and all that stuff in your, yeah, but it's worth it. Take a bath. So y'all, I'll show you in a couple days. I got a bigger tub thing, and I think I can probably put my whole self in. I'll have to fold my legs, but I'll be in it. And let me just say, I wasn't complaining with the small one. I was okay that my feet was out. It feels like a bath to me, because I got more salt, Volta salt, and y'all know I told him I need a whole salt to like just give me some pounds or kilograms. Okay, give me some kilograms just for me, and the rest I'll put in jars. And we decided, by the way, to increase the size of the container. And just for the rest of the month, or February, the month of February, we're going to keep the same price. So now for the same 25, I can't remember, I have to go measure it, because I got to do kilograms to pounds. I'll get that to you. But you're getting more for the same price. I'm just saying, I'll show you the size tomorrow, because it's at the Arts Door somewhere. I'll show you a picture. I'll do an edit video. Just wanted you to know. So go to the website and get your salt. And let me make sure I add that we got more. I think I say it says 4 if you're going to be going. Yes, y'all. Now you really. So yeah, I need the salt. I couldn't believe I prepared for a salt bath, and guess what? I've used it all. So I was like, organized to help a sister out. All right, y'all. We get thanks and praises. And we really are bringing in the new, the special, the precious, the love, the clarity, the openness, the joy, the happiness. You can set your own intention. If you have a new moon, is there a new moon yesterday? Is there a new moon in what? New moon in Aquarius? Is that what it is? I know, that's it. Yes. Especially over the bed, you want to really, but be careful. That's why you want to have a container underneath. And see, I love her sage. Loving her sage is good. But what I like to do after I sage, I like to burn something that is different smell than the sage. So, and of course, I'm a sage on a deeper level, but I just want to show the respect to y'all and all of us, and I got to come from fair. I like to do the sweet one too, the incense. I got some chirai I can get your chirai from Senegal. My Senegalese brothers, the Senegalese sister lived here. She got. Okay, I'm going out tomorrow with the Wi-Fi, y'all. So I'm sorry. Senegal, this is the chirai. Still smell good. And I think chirai, they say loosely, is come to me. Yes. So this is a very powerful, ancestral, whatever you want. It's an aphrodisiac. The smell. Let's say I had a sister friend that hung out with Senegalese. She was a dancer. And when she bust out this chirai, I should just open that up, okay? When she bust out this, the smell is like, girl, wait, don't even. You forgot about me. Okay, let me go put it in my barrel. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. So what's up is the chirai. But you got it, how you use it, it's the Senegalese incense. I know a Senegalese brother here. And I went up to him, I said, do you have the chirai? He said, you said, you're familiar with it? I said, oh, yeah. He said, yeah, my sister. Came, delivered it. We're not going to deliver yours in the glass because we can't. But once you get it, you take it out the plastic. Chirai. I'll give you the size. It'll probably be the same size as the clay. and you take charcoal and you take some this is more of a wet and you put it on top. Y'all should get the try from my Senegalese brother, which is his sister. And she delivers it to me, and I'm gonna order some more. I mean, you can see I used a lot over time, but it's been a long time. I've never actually it's the only jar I've ever bought. This is the only jar I bought, and this is how long. Because it's special. It's very special. So get you a try, okay? Try. Okay. So this is my life. I'm going to sleep or something. Okay. I'm a little wired to go to sleep. Oh, see, no lights. We gotta try with it. Yeah, I see the light is good too. And I got the ring light, which I never ever use. One day I'll use it, I promise. But I'm really dark skinned. At least you can tell. I'd be like, oh, she's dark. It's no lighting. She's dark for real. So just in case if you're dark skinned, you just need to identify with that. Because sometimes we need that. So I just wanted to help out. Hey. So anyway, y'all, thank you. I had a beautiful day. The Ashanti room is fly. Don't worry, what I'm going to do is take some pictures. And then I'm going to do a little editing. And in the morning, you can like see, this, that, and whatever else. Okay? And then I can take the video and put some clips in. And we have a good time. So I'm on a mission. Tune in tomorrow all week while I deep clean. So I'm going to what they call this front room, which is the hall. It's the hall. I'm going to decide what we're going to do in the front. I don't even want to show you because it's a mess out there. It's a mess. But spiritual, if you do these 2 rooms, close your door and go to sleep. You're going to be fine. Don't go back out until you go back to clean. So I'm going to do the hall. But I'm not feeling that living room area. I never know actually what to do where I would use that area because I think it's don't really have lighting. So I've never really found, I mean, people say yoga, I like to do yoga just outside of my bed, and I found that because I had a whole room for it. I used it, but it's nice, but I could do it in my room, yeah. I just got to think, like, what is that room? Like, I don't know. I could say office, YouTube. See, I can't stay in one place. I don't know. I'm not going to think about it. We'll figure it out. Let the ancestors tell me. All right, ladies. So, yes, it was quick, but it's very, very simple, natural. It's clean. It's fresh. And then I'm going to sleep like a baby. And I'm going to make sure, because this was covered, I wasn't noticing that I was keeping it on. So we're going to definitely take off that. I think that all this stuff, I just want to get a good night's rest. And I want to make sure that everything I can change or do in my environment to assist me in that. And I feel like the dust is probably a big thing here. I really have to think about it. Like, you can't inhale all of that dust for years and not be, So where I'm going for the weekend, it's definitely going to be a furthering of the detox. You got to get a cry off of you. You got to get a cry off of y'all. So let me see. Talk about the dust, and there we go. Excuse me. She says, let me see. She says, while I can't afford to move abroad to West Africa in this moment, excuse me, y'all, in my life, how can I create the healing? She wants to know. Let me get some water. Sorry, y'all. I was with dust for hours. I love the question. The question was a fantastic question. She says, while I can't afford to move abroad to West Africa in this moment in my life, how can I create that feeling, that healing Ghanaian experience in my home? If I can stop coughing, I'll tell you. We'll see. When I first came here, my idea of African was based on an an Afrocentric, I don't know, y'all. And you're going to take care of you. All right, ladies, I'm sorry. I had to spit it out. It's such a great question, and I want to answer it. When I first came to Ghana, I thought that African was, and that Africans had, when you walk into their homes, Africa all around them. So, but I quickly noticed that they didn't. Not in the way, because Africa is them. It's in their greetings. And I mean the deepness of the greetings, how you greet the elder male, how you greet the eldest female, how you... So they didn't need Sankofa signs or Giamin to remind them of who they were. They didn't need the curtains and kente, or even maybe the kente, to remind them who they are or who they were. That's, for me, more of a feel for us, but I didn't mind. I didn't mind, because I'm still me. But as 2 years later, from the person that first came to 2 years later, me, now I want what I see when I go into a Ghanaian house. When I go into a Ghanaian's house. But I don't want to be that simplistic. So to me, is the healing vibe is who is healing. If the healing is you, then the vibe still has to reflect some part of you. So in other words, I feel like Afrocentricity is a form of Black people, especially in the States, as a form of healing. To heal and reconcile the detachment from our home. So in that sense, it is the healing, and it is necessary. It builds our self-esteem, it builds the self-esteem it has of our children, and we need that, particularly in the West, where everything tells you your skin and how you look and who you come from. Where you come from is not good, actually it's the worst, right? So all that, the cloth, and I think that if you'll ask me this, I think that it's healing when an African, even though they may have a simplistic home, and I'm talking about certain levels, I'm sure there's Africans that has decked out homes, but I think I've seen those, and some of those tend to be leaning towards the European feel, you know. So yeah, so it's healing to have, so pick out something that make you feel like either you're in Africa, and especially in the States, and that's why I brought the Afrocentricity. If it wasn't for my Afrocentric sensibility for over all of the years, I would have never, I feel like that sense got me to Africa. So me decorating my house always in Africa, always, you know, as much as when I could, finally, it brought me to Africa because, you know, my home, your home, our home, is our visual. It's what we look at every day. We're going to either become, we're going to feel, we're going to think, we're going to experience, because we're looking at it every day, whether we know we're looking at it or not. It's in our space. It has energy. It has a connection. So images are important. Like healing, so you want to know what's healing? Seeing yourself in picture form on your own wall and putting that in the walls, in the rooms of your children. That's healing. And especially in the West, where you don't see yourself. Sometimes you're the only one at the job or the only one at the bus stop. I mean, it could happen. The only one in the neighborhood. Y'all know how it goes in the States. Only one in the classroom. Only one in that school. Only one, you know, in that neighborhood. So you really, especially your kids, they gonna need some Afrocentricity. So that's healing. Like that's healing. And healing to me is not just then go beyond healing is that state of confidence, a state of knowing thyself, a state of knowing who you are, very healing. So now let's add Ghana because that's what you asked. You see as Ghana. Ghana is healing because Ghana, right, is really, like I said, so as above, so below, let's say this as within, so without. So I needed to have everything inside because everything outside didn't feel like me, look like me in the West. So I needed to bring it inside. So how you get the Ghana feel is when I first got here, I remember saying, no, y'all don't want any artwork because I didn't feel like I needed images because the people are the Africans. So there wasn't that same need in the beginning at first because that was like you had to soak it up and soak it in. So like them, they're African, so they don't really need to see it because when you walk out the street, down the street, well, all you see is you. And here, West African people are dark. So so how do you bring that? Well, again, you already doing it if you're bringing it through that. I'm putting this mask to remind me of some deeper part of myself or connects me to my homeland or my continent in Africa, and that's healing. So, but simplicity, that's what I would add in the Ghanaian part is the simplicity. Very simple. The home is not where you stay. When I tell people I've been home for 3 days, they think you're lying. Like who stays in the house all day for 3 days? Like, and I'm going to bring it back to another point, but simplicity. And whatever that means for you, because I'm sure this is not simple, my home, but it feels more simple to me. And everything has a purpose. I've never seen anything in the Ghanaian house that wasn't functional. There's no things that's just for things. I mean, I think I'm sure richer homes that decor is just for decor, but you know how like those the TJ Maxx, Sharon likes them too. I mean, Sharon's like fabulous, and I love her, so I'm not saying, but it just be decor that don't do nothing, that just sit there. I don't think an African would have that in their house. If it's not purposeful, why do you have it? And I love that idea. We'll talk about the healing, because I think that what I love about decor here, or the way that I feel and how I bring this in my home is it's natural here too. So put that part in. So you don't need a piece of a globe or a sphere or whatever the damn things they have. I'm sorry, damn things. I'm sorry, because you might have those if you like them. That's great. I don't have a problem with it. But Africa wouldn't just have something to sit there. It got to work for something. Everything got to work in Africa. Even your decor got to have a goddamn second job. Okay. So I'll give you an example. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's cane. It's handmade, but it holds something. Everything gotta have. Yeah, it's a bowl. You can drink your palm wine, your pito, but you can also store stuff in. I mean, everything is double duty. So I feel like natural elements. Bring in the natural elements, and you got Ghana all day long. Now, if you still want Ghana though, I'm gonna tell you. You gotta have this in your house. If you don't have this symbol on some clothes, some Awari game, Ashanti, because there's a lot of people here. There's actually symbols of the airway. And I'm gonna get Manasi to start putting his own symbols on his own outfits, okay? Yeah, I told him that. I send him the symbols. I'm gonna let him know. Yo. Bust out the airway. Anyway, don't worry about it. Because is very beautiful, very special. It's accept God or fear no one but God. God is, hey. So I feel like if you really want to get that extra spirituality, and in Ghana, which is a tree word for God, is on curtain. Well, I'll say fabric, clothing, games, rings, lamps, like I got everything. I think the dust is back. So, but don't forget, now the number one element is, now what separates yours from everybody else is, who are you? Get that vibe in you. It's got to have your vibe. remember that your vibe changes, because my vibe now seems to be a little less and a little less and a little less, and really feeling it, especially in a house that I tend not to be in, but now I'm in it. And I'll be working from home. So I hope that helped. I got the cough. I'm going to go, y'all. Hope you enjoyed. Because I had so much fun. I mean, it was like, it wasn't tiring. It was a little challenging because, I just getting over a cold of some sort. And, but it wasn't. It was when I thought I was going to be like, no, I'm just going to stay at this room. The Spirit's like, you can do it. And I was like, I could. And I'm so glad that I did. So my class tomorrow. So if you want to join the $67 21-day letting go of all your ish intensely, we meet every day, 5 a.m. on Zoom, but the replay is sent to you once the video is done, once the live is done. It's phenomenal. Tomorrow, I'll spend a little more time to talk about it. You still have time to join, and the 2 that you missed, or the 3, for what it is, it's okay. I'll send them all to you. So I hope that you have a beautiful, blessed, and magnificent night. And let me get your comments. Wait. Hey, Zenobia, if you've seen something before that isn't currently posted on the website, contact the homie, email afro@homie.com. Thank you, gmail.com. Yeah, the salt, come get that salt. Still, I see, sis has been busy. Oh, naturally. Yes. So thank you, ladies. Thanks everybody for the support. Tomorrow is the hall. The next day is the kitchen. I'm going to try to maybe do the kitchen in the morning, only because I got some ground nuts, which is the peanuts, and I'm telling you, you know how I make almond milk? The groundnut milk is, I'm sold. I'm here for and I got raw groundnuts. There's a woman that gets them from the village, not the cooked or pesticide ones. Raw. I got raw groundnuts. Okay, when you taste them, you'll know. So if you are interested in raw groundnuts, which are raw peanuts, let a sister know. I was seeing the peanuts. It's this woman that has this little stand, and she has nothing but local stuff. And everything, the beans are local, the rice is local, everything is local. And I love going there. That's what me and Marcy go to make different dinners. And then I said, and I always look at her table, and I always ask her what something is that I don't recognize. So I looked, and I know I seen nuts, and I said, what are these? And she was like, they're ground nuts. And I was like, oh, they look different. She said, they're raw. You want to try? And I said, yeah, and I love the raw. It wasn't roasted, but it was nice. And I thought, wow, like the raw nuts to get, instead of trying to get the stuff that they don't cultivate here, or the expensive stuff that they might, like the cashews, I can do the ground nut, which is so much less expensive, but yet they are raw. So I go to her in my neighborhood to get it. That's why you should always ask, if you see something that interests you, make sure you ask, because so I'm so excited that I soak it. It doesn't, might not even need it overnight. It's so tiny, right there. But I soak them still overnight tomorrow because I want to do my chia seed with my bananas. So anyway, I'm going to go into the kitchen. I'm going to say good night. Thank you for all your love, your support, and your thumbs up and like and share and all of that good stuff. The Ashanti room. It still smells like the chirrut in here. I gotta leave the jar open. All right, darlings. Or maybe not, because I don't want to spoil it. All right, ladies. I love you. I thank you for allowing me to like my hair out. And I'm going to take out these bobby pins. And let me show y'all. Let me show you the progress. And then we got to cover this whole thing again. Because that's the mood that I'm in. But I just put bobby pins in it. And mohawk it, basically. And I do the same on this side. So I got to Matty Fro right now. So we still at it, y'all. She's still coming. She coming, girl. One day I'm gonna wear the fro out. When the back lock up, like the front and the rest, I will be wearing her out. And I'm gonna have her fly. And we're going to be Natty and Accra. Okay, that's what's up. But hopefully where I go this weekend, I will have her out. So we still doing it. All right, y'all. I love you. Oh, there we go. Twice today. Gotta have one more time. All right, ladies. I love you, and I will see you all in the next video. I think I want a little chow before. I know it's not good, but I'm on it. I'll see you in the next one. I'll do a smoothie. I'll see you in the next one. Love you, ladies. Peace and blessings.